Anthony Edwards blames NBA's new CBA for Timberwolves' struggles. The Minnesota Timberwolves are reeling after a 115-104 loss to the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday, with star guard Anthony Edwards publicly expressing his frustrations about the team's struggles. Anthony Edwards, "Our identity right now is, we soft as hell as a team internally. Not to the other team but internally we soft, we can't talk to each other, just a bunch of little kids. Everybody, the whole team, we just can't talk to each other. And we've got to figure it out because we can't go down this road." The Timberwolves, fresh off only their second Western Conference Finals appearance in franchise history, have stumbled to an 8-10 record, placing them 12th in the Western Conference standings heading into Thanksgiving. A significant dip in defensive performance, dropping from first last season to 12th this year, has compounded their offensive struggles. While roster chemistry and internal issues appear to be at play, the NBA's new collective bargaining agreement, or CBA, looms large as a structural force behind the team's challenges. The Timberwolves entered the season with a drastically different core after trading star center Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo. While Towns has flourished in New York, averaging 26.2 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game on 54.2% shooting, Minnesota's acquisitions have struggled to fill his void. Randle has put up respectable numbers, 21.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game on 50.4% shooting, but the team has yet to establish a cohesive identity. DiVincenzo, brought in to add perimeter scoring, is off to a slow start, shooting just 34.8% from the field and 31.5% from three-point range. Meanwhile, Edwards has voiced frustration with what he sees as a lack of unity and accountability within the team. The decision to trade Towns wasn't rooted solely in on-court strategy, but was largely influenced by the NBA's new CBA, which punishes teams with exorbitant payrolls. The updated CBA introduces stringent restrictions for teams exceeding the luxury tax thresholds, particularly those above the second apron. These restrictions include prohibitions on aggregating contracts and trades, ineligibility to trade first-round picks 7 years into the future, and a penalty reducing future first-round picks to the bottom of the round if a team exceeds the second apron for 2 or more seasons within a 4-year span. Minnesota entered this season as one of the league's highest-spending teams, with a payroll of approximately $206.1 million, $17.2 million above the second apron. Retaining Towns alongside Rudy Gobert and Edwards would have locked the team into severe financial constraints, limiting their flexibility to improve the roster in future seasons. Towns is in the first year of a 4-year, $220.4 million extension. Gobert is earning $43.8 million this season, and Edwards signed a 5-year, $244.6 million extension after making the All-NBA team last year. Facing a staggering luxury tax bill, the Timberwolves chose to part with Towns in an effort to mitigate financial strain. Another looming financial decision involves forward Naz Reid, the NBA's reigning 6th Man of the Year. Reid, who averaged 13.5 points and 5.2 rebounds per game last season while shooting 41.4% from deep, has a $15 million player option for the 2025-2026 season. If he declines, he'll become an unrestricted free agent, further complicating Minnesota's financial calculus. Despite trading Towns, the Timberwolves remain above the second apron and will need to decide whether to prioritize retaining Reid or building around their current core of Edwards, Gobert, and Randle. The emotional toll of these roster changes is evident. Edwards, the team's cornerstone, has expressed concern that the Timberwolves' once close-knit locker room has grown divided. Anthony Edwards, I'm talking about the whole team. However many of us it is, all 15, we go into our own shell and we're just growing away from each other. It's obvious, we can see it, I can see it, the team can see it, the coaches can see it. Minnesota's front office likely knew trading Towns would cause short-term challenges, but it may provide long-term flexibility. The Timberwolves face a pivotal season as they balance financial realities, on-court performance, and locker room chemistry. The new CBA was designed to force teams into tough decisions, and the Timberwolves are among the first high-profile examples of its impact. How they navigate these challenges will determine whether Edwards can lead Minnesota to sustained success, or whether frustration will continue to boil over.